Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second episode of the RuneScape Fresh Start World Series. Starting off with level 54 woodcutting and also a full inventory of willow logs. As you guys can see, if you take a look over here down here at my levels, I've been working on okay. I've been working on a little bit of fire making, just trying to get all of my skills up just a little bit. So I might end up going for 40, maybe even 50 fire making. Then once I get that, I'm going to end up moving over to fishing and cooking. And while I'm doing that, those two, I'm going to be buying herbs in the GE and then use the herbs that I end up getting, clean them, and then use them on herb burners to at least get my herb lore started. Because as of right now, that is my main mission, is to get, just all of my stats, at least just a little started. And that gives me level 50 fire making. Now I'm going to move on to fishing and cooking. But like I said before that, I want to go try to buy some guams from the grain exchange and see if I can get them for a decent price so I can burn them at the herb burners and get my herbivore started that way. I just put it in an order for 500 clean guam for 1,000 GP apiece. That'll cost 500k, but 500 clean guam will get me, I'd say, at least a solid 20, maybe even further than that. And honestly, by the time those end up buying, I should easily have that money back. So let's go knock out fishing. I've decided that fishing over in southern Lumbridge is going to be my best start. So I'd say we'll go with, I'd say maybe to the point I get to salmon. Once I get to salmon, I can just literally just go north and just go buy some feathers and then use that to maybe get to level 40, start doing the lobsters and Catherby. So I believe that's what the game plan is. I've decided I'm going to finish this inventory and then I'm going to go to bed because it's currently 10 o'clock at night. I got to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Once I'm done with this inventory, we're calling a night. And then whenever I hop back on tomorrow, we'll cook it all and hopefully some of the guam leaves have bought. So, I'll be back. Actually, before I go to bed, I want to go ahead and claim my woad leaves from the beehives, just so I can see, what level that puts me at. Just straight up level 17. Just from one day's worth, I went from level 17 to level 39. Now, if you ask me, that's some pretty damn good games. None of the Guam leaves that I had bought actually ended up buying. So, I'm just going to keep working on fishing. Like I said, I'm probably going to end up going for about level 40, cook it all, and then see where that puts me. I decided to go a little bit further than what I said before. I went with 47 fishing, and all of the fish got me up to level 52 cooking, which makes me very, very happy. I've got like 2 or 3 rewards I can now claim. I'm going to go work on some divination next, and then if I have enough time after some divination, either a little bit of hunter or rune crafting. I haven't, or maybe even thieving. I haven't quite decided yet, but the next thing on the list is knock out some divination. I just finished getting level 40 divination. I got work tomorrow, so I need to be going to bed really, really soon here. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get a little bit of thieving in Lumbridge. And once I get maybe like level 30, I think I'm going to call it a night. I just got level 16 thieving, and now I'm going to Ardog, gonna do my beehives, and then after that, I'm going to re-put in an offer for those guams, and hopefully they'll end up buying while I'm at work tomorrow. Then after that, I will be getting off for the night. It won't be the end of the episode, but it will be the end of my day. Let's see how high my farming will get off today's. Off of today's beehives, I got to level 45 farming, and that's from level 39. I might be able to get 99 farming just from doing this. It's a little bit more expensive, but I'm going to try to put them in for about 1,500 a piece. Hopefully they end up buying. Um, I'm going to drop it down to 400, and then I'm also going to put in an order for the grimy guam. Sorry, I had to think about how to say that for a second. But put an order in for grimy guam. If I have to clean it, I have to clean it. It is what it is. I'm not super worried about it. We'll just do it up to 14, 13. Just do the rest of my cash. And then while we're waiting for that, we'll be working on other skills. Back at the start of another day, I'm claiming the boon of plenty 2 so I can get the portable skilling pack because the clean guams that I had put an offer in for yesterday have actually bought. So now I'm going to burn all of those in hopes that I can get at least maybe like level 25. Well, I just decided to look at the portable pack and I just realized these don't have the herb burners. Well, shit. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned method. Just make a bunch of attack potions, and that should get me somewhere decent. Well, I predicted that I was gonna get level 25 off of these. It actually got me to level 35. So that is awesome. And I think I'm actually gonna work on a little bit of crafting now. I was gonna buy the gym bag. Turns out I need level 25 dungeoneering. I don't really feel like doing dungeoneering, and they're super easy to get. So we're just gonna spend some tokens here. We get to level 25, and then we can buy our gem bag. And then we're going to Alcarid. Oh, I need 25 crafting, it says. Oh, really? Oh, need a crafting level of 25, not dungeoneering. Well, I mean, I could use the dungeoneering XP anyways, but I guess I'm going to go get 25 first, and then I'll be back to buy the bag. I went and got 25 crafting, and now I'm able to get this gem bag. This is going to make getting crafting so much easier. So much easier. And if I'm able to, let's see how long it would take me to get to level 40 dungeoneering. Because the upgraded gem bag would make this even better. So 40, so I need 20k. So about 50k. So if I go and kill the juvenile hellhound about 8 times, I'll be able to get up to 60 of each gem. Okay, we're actually sorry about that. We're gonna go do that. We're gonna get the upgraded gem bag doing level 40 engineering. Before I go back to that hole though, I do want to get this boon of healing because that's gonna make my food preservation so much easier. Okay, so from just the first 4 fellas, I went through a decent amount of food. So I think I'm gonna just use my normal gym bag. Take what I can get for right now until I get my combat stats higher because 68, well, technically 69 magic really just isn't cutting it. I didn't mind gyms for very, very long, but I did get enough to, I'd say, at least get me 30, maybe even 35. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go buy more food after I get done doing these. And then I'm going to try to go to Elite Dungeons 3 and do it with just this account. Because if I'm being honest with you, I really don't want to run 2 accounts at once. So I'm going to try to go and hopefully I just don't get my shit smacked. After some further reconsideration, I think I'm going to go get my prayer up a little bit more actually, just so I can at least get protect from melee. If I can get protect from melee, Elite Dungeon 3 will be a little bit easier, so actually that's what I'm going to go do after I get done with all these gems. Just finished a wilderness event. It was mining this little star. Oh, I guess, I don't know if this is like I don't know if this is another event or what's going on, but a bunch of mobs just spawned, and they got a really high health. So I'm gonna assume, I'm just gonna take the assumption that I'm gonna get something good out of this. So we'll stick around. Okay, so it seems that everyone's well, at least everyone's giving me the idea that once all of these mobs are defeated, I guess we get a second bag. So hopefully that ends up being the case. Okay, so we just got done killing all of the mobs. And we got 2 little sacks of rewards. So hopefully we got a combat XP lamp, a sack of very wild rewards, and then 2 normal sack of rewards. So let's see what these are talking about. Okay, let's start off with the sack. 29 black salamanders and 87 infernal ashes. Yo, how much do these go for? 200k more black salamanders. No, actually, the same amount. A bunch more Infernal Ashes. Hella Brilliant Energy. Damn, that's probably good for a lot. All right, now let's see. Let's see what this one's about. This one has me excited. Dragon Rider gloves and melee brawling gloves. Oh, there's 3,100 charges? So, from my understanding, I'm not necessarily sure about how accurate this is. So, this is actually really nice. That just gives me a pair of gloves to wear, I guess, until I'm level 60. Oh, I guess you gotta have level 60. Well, oh, they sell for 2 million though, so that'd be nice if they actually sell for that much. But we do have these brawling gloves, and I'm not 100% sure how these work, but I'm pretty sure if you use these out in the wilderness, it gives you like 500% XP or something like that. I'm not too sure. Let me do my research real quick. Okay, so apparently how the brawling gloves work is if you use them outside of the wilderness, you get a 50% just for using outside of the wilderness XP boost. And if you use them inside of the wilderness, you can get anywhere from 50% to 300% depending on where, like how deep in the wilderness you are. So that's actually awesome. I will gladly take this, especially for melee. We're gonna use this XP lamp I got from the wilderness on my ranged. Only 2,000 experience. I mean, shit, that still got me 3 levels. But then we're actually going to use all of those Infernal Ashes I got on the altar, and hopefully that can get me up a good amount. All of those ashes got me up to level 51 prayer, which is a lot further than I was expecting to go. But I was actually just here doing Dragon Bones, and I seen a big crowd of people hovered up over here. So I went over there and asked them what they were waiting for, and I got a bunch of smart ass responses, and so I figured it was probably for the wilderness event things that they just released like a couple of days ago. So, and it was 12:58 in the morning whenever I seen it. So I was like, we'll wait, we'll see what it's about. So I waited, and all this stuff started going on, and I'm like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. So I'm gonna try to figure out if there's a daily limit on how many times you could do that, because if there isn't, I will be doing that every single hour. But now that it's I got my prayer up, it's now time to go to ED3 and get my shit cracked. Let's see how well this goes. I decided actually before I go, I should probably get the Boon of Regeneration. What do we got over here? The Boon of Plenty. Um, no, I don't really think there's anything over here that I can necessarily use right now. All right, now we can go. Okay, so one last interruption. I actually wanted to get an Amulet of Glory. Any differences? No. Yeah, I want to get an Amulet of Glory. It really won't do much, but it will do something. And considering how low level I am, I'll take any something I can get. So I actually found me a little group of people who are willing to take me. So that's definitely gonna make the progression on this a whole lot quicker. Guys, when I tell you the amount of XP that you get from Elite Dungeons 3 is ridiculous, I'm telling you, it is ridiculous. I've already got level 80 magic. I've been here absolute max, 30 minutes. And I'm already up to level 80 magic. And now I have the tier 4 staff, which is going to be incredibly nice. And what's going to be even nicer is how fast my defense XP goes up. Well, I'll be back when I have 80 defense. So I've been using ranged for whenever we get to Honto. Also, I feel like you guys would really appreciate this. Talking about how Honto is stubborn as a rock. Ah, yeah, but there's 43 range just from Honto. This is great, and I'm already about to be level 80 defense. Fantastic. And just like that, there's level 80 defense. I think that took a whopping 20 minutes to go from level 49 to level 80. Now we're going to switch it over to ranged, but after this dungeon, like after we complete this dungeon, I'm actually going to move over to attack, but I only have level 10 attack and 1 strength. So I'm going to have to go get something else because you're not able to use the lance at only level 10. So I'm gonna have to take a little detour. So I just grabbed a bronze dagger and level 10 attack. I'm really hoping it doesn't take too long to get to level 20, because I really don't want to use bronze, but that's the only thing I can do. bringing a full inventory of food because I can teleport back to the Shadow Reef straight out of Death's office. So I guess let's just hope for the best. So the guy who's been helping me out, he's actually about to be getting off, but I managed to get level 27 attack. So that's awesome. I love that. I love that a lot. 27 attack, 80 defense, 80 magic, 60 ranged. I really got my combat stats up with this little trip, and it's all been within 45 minutes to an hour. But with that being said, I think that's going to be the end of today's episode. Thank you guys so very much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any comments or anything, any tips or anything in the world that you guys would ever want to give to me, make sure you guys leave it down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.